It's day 67, challenge number 41 of this tour, and for this one, I'm taking on one of the wildest looking crepe challenges I've ever seen. And spoiler alert, things didn't go as planned. What's going on? This is Magic Mitch, the food adventurer, and in this video, I'm in Zagreb, Croatia at a restaurant called Milky Whey, taking on their Milky Way Crepe Challenge. Now for this challenge, you have a massive 2-kilo crepe, which is about 4.4 pounds, and this thing is filled with a variety of toppings. And I'm not joking when I say that they just throw a bunch of different things at you. There's M&Ms, crushed Oreos, these random cookie biscuit things, then you've got chocolate syrup, white chocolate drizzle, then you also have strawberry syrup, and bits of finely ground coconut to top it all off. So yeah, it's just safe to say, it's got a lot going on. And I don't know if this is done on purpose or not, but with this challenge, just expect the unexpected, because you don't know exactly what type of toppings you'll get with your challenge. And I don't believe this is done to put you at a disadvantage, but more of a fun, quirky, zany aspect to the challenge itself. And the reason why I say this is because I was actually attempting this challenge right after Randy Santel attempted his very own challenge. And if you take a few seconds to compare our challenges, it's easy to see that there's some obvious differences between our challenges. But regardless, when it came to this challenge, this former fat kid was on a quest to take this supremely sweet looking challenge down. And if I was able to do that within the 30-minute time limit, I would get the meal for free, which costs 100 Kuna, which is about $15 US, and I would also get on the Wall of Fame. So, as far as my expectations go for this challenge, man, let me tell you, I was so looking forward to this challenge. That fat kid within could not be more excited. It seemed like this dessert challenge was a dream come true, with so many sweets, treats, candies, and toppings all just thrown into the mix. It actually reminded me of the good old days of my childhood, where I would just be mixing and matching whatever sweets I could find so I could make some wild and crazy dessert creation. Though in most cases, it did lead to some dire consequences for my insides later on. But you know what? Must have been worth it because I continued to do it numerous times after. And if you made any crazy dessert creations growing up, leave a comment down below. I would love to hear them. Now, while I was taking on this challenge, the first few bites of this crepe, they were absolutely amazing. It was such a great treat, getting the mixture of all the various toppings just dancing around your palate, and my fat kid fantasies, they were quickly on their way to being fulfilled. But it wasn't too much longer after those first few bites. That's where things started to take an interesting twist. Because, well, things got pretty rough pretty fast. And I'll just be honest here, because it was obvious that at some point, all that sugar was going to hit me at some point into the challenge. But, yeah, really didn't expect disaster to strike so soon. And it might not look like it, but it hit hard, and it caught me off guard. And here's another little surprise, because I didn't see this right away. But inside the crepe, there was this thick strawberry fluff, and it was ridiculous how tough it was to eat with everything else. Sure, it tasted great, but it had this quality to it where it just absorbed all the moisture in my mouth. And it just felt like the entire inside of my mouth was just gummed up while I was trying to eat this thing. And between that, the sugar rush, and the gut rot I was having, I was heading into a disastrous situation, where it just felt like a combination of hitting the wall plus feeling the effects of an extreme sugar high. And the fact that everything in this challenge started to mix together at this point, yeah, that wasn't helping either. Thankfully, I had ordered a cup of black coffee, which I found to be very helpful to use as a palate cleanser, to help fight off that overwhelming sweetness I was just being bombarded with. And as you can already see, I've got that very flattering blank stare like I always do, just trying to get into that magical flow, which there's really no hiding it, which really goes to show just how much I'm enjoying the current situation. And it's not at all the face of someone who's just trying to gather their composure, realizing they're not going to finish this challenge as nearly as fast as they originally thought. And not that it was helping, but I do remember thinking to myself during this challenge, oh, I can't believe this. You call yourself a professional eater? A professional eater? More like professional turd, because you were just crapping out pretty badly here. And just to give you more perspective on this ordeal, if I could only choose one challenge to go back and try again, just for the sake of enjoying it more, this would probably be the one. But because of how this trip progresses, and I have a ton of food challenges under my belt during this trip, and all the traveling and the weight gain, I'm certainly more prone to hit the wall much sooner in food challenges, rather than if I was just starting the tour out fresh. But with only a few challenges left, I was going to make the most of it by giving it my all, so I continued to eat through the pain, so to speak. And with that being said, if you're getting any pleasure from my pain, or if you're just enjoying the video in general, be sure to take a few seconds to leave a little magic of your own by liking the video and leaving a comment down below. It helps out a lot and it is greatly appreciated. Now, as I attempt to bust out these post-challenge victory push-ups, if you enjoyed watching this video, embark on another one, and I'll see you there.